The second half of Herriman against Salt Lake Academy. Herriman with the kickoff over on the right-hand side, and they're attacking third. That ball is stolen away by Henry on the left. Henry pushed from behind, and a foul called after a couple of seemingly long seconds. Tyler playing the ball on the ground, lays it back over to Gerald. Gerald back over to Parker. Parker, his pass is deflected and kicked out of bounds. It'll be a blue throw-in. That ball thrown in over dispossessed. It'll be White who recovers that ball. Brock gets a steal, deflected. Tate with a steal, or a towed away, and that ball is kicked out of bounds. It'll be White throw-in. Herriman throws the ball in, repositions, back to their center back. Center back bringing the ball up into the beginning of the middle third, launches the ball over to the right-hand side, and he is called offsides. Ball is played on the ground just over the canopy, back over to Gerald. Gerald swings the ball over to the Bryson, who's just outside of the box. One touches it up over to Brock. Brock, nope, that's not Brock. Yeah, that was Brock. White now on the left-hand side. And that ball will be picked up by Hassan. Hassan resets back over to Bryson. Bryson to Gerald. SLA changing their formation, playing four in the back. Henry now with the ball at midfield, cutting over, swinging the ball over to the right-hand side, over to Hassan. Hassan plays the ball up over to Tate. Tate fouled, grabbed his shirt from behind, and looks like a card may be coming out as he was horse-collared. And unclear if it was a card or not. Either way, it'll be a free kick for SLA. Ball played up through to Tyson, a one-touch, dispossessed. White now on the left-hand side of midfield, cleared out by Brock. Tyson trying to get there. He's going to make that cut, gets it over to Tate. Tate challenged and fouled, drawing a second foul within about 60 seconds. Brock plays the ball up over to Tyson, back over to Brock, who's challenged. Brock moves the ball up to the top of the circle, plays it. Oh, intended, recovered. Now it's Henry on the left-hand side, inside the box, cuts back, turns over to his right-hand side, now outside of the box, brings the ball more over in the center, shoots, and curves the ball in, bobbled up, picked up by Zach in the shade. Herriman with a heavy touch, and it's going to roll out of bounds. Hassan looks to throw it in quickly. He gets the ball over to Branson. Tate toes the ball back over to Gerald. Gerald shimmies over to his left-hand side and decides to bring the ball forward. Gerald now in attacking territory. A through ball over. Oh, intended for Tyler, and that was towed away at the last second by White. And Hassan keeps that ball in bounds, plays it over to Tyson. Tyson turns to his left towards the goal. One touch from Tyler inside the box, cleared out. The last second intended for Tyson. Headed away by Parker to Gerald to Tate. Tate heads the ball back over to Brock. Brock to Hassan. SLA controlling the tempo early on in the second half. Brock over to Gerald, back over to Brock. Brock on the right-hand side of midfield. Shoots that ball up through the channel, try to get it to Alec, bobble around. Harper is able to bring that ball down, beats a man, dispossessed. White now on the left-hand side to Tyson on defense. White brings the ball up into the center. White plays the ball on the right-hand side. No offsides called, just on the corner of the box, and stuffed by Parker at the baseline, and the call is corner kick in favor of the Mustangs. This will be their first corner kick of the half. Signal given, run up, right-footed kick, middle height, and it goes behind the goal. An opportunity that the player surely wants to have again. Second chance. Gerald over to Bryson. Bryson over to the right-hand side to Brock, about 20 yards out. A heavy touch there, picked up by White. White one touches it back in the center. Hassan hustling back. Mustangs switch the field over to the far right-hand side. They've got a player in the box. Connects and cleared out dangerously. Tate to Hassan. Back over to Tyson. Tyson, one flicks it intended for Alec, and that ball rolls out of bounds, and the call is White throwing. White throws the ball in. Tyson on defense. Ball dancing across the line. Hassan calling for it to be out. It's not out. Hassan is able to shield that ball, and he's letting it roll out of bounds. It'll be a Griffin throw-in, goal kick. Brock plays the ball over to Gerald. Gerald pressured, cuts back to the inside, gives the ball over to Brock, now on the right, about 45 yards out, approaching midfield, takes a step, intended for Harper, brought down by White. White now with possession on the left-hand side. A 1-2, it'll be scooped up by Hassan. Hassan in trouble, gets the ball out over to Tyson. Tyson over to Alec. Alec having to cycle back. Brock chips that ball up high on the right-hand side, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be Mustang throwing in front of their own bench. Ball thrown into the middle. Tyler is able to scoop that ball up, get it over to Alec. Alec, a through ball over to Harper. Harper looking for options. Lays it off over to Henry on the left-hand side. Right-footed shot. It's stopped by Zach. Nice effort. White now out crossing midfield on the counter-attack. And that ball is dispossessed, and a foul called against Parker. Nice defensive slowdown by Tyler there. But it will be a free kick opportunity. And the ref taking a moment to explain to the SLA bench why he called the foul. Mustangs with an opportunity to put the ball in the middle of the box. Run up, right-footed kick, chipped up, sliding down, towed away, still in bounds, and Bryson gets that ball out of the box, and dribbles it back in and picks it up. He's got some cojones to do that. Ball now at the feet of Gerald. Gerald over to the middle to Tyler. Tyler on the left-hand side. A little bit too much for Henry there. And it is going to be stopped by the Mustangs. Mustangs play it up at the top of their box. Now on the right-hand side. Tyler trying to get in on that. Ball dislodged. Alec is able to get that ball. Tyson makes the turn, dislodged. Oh, fumbles around, is able to pick it up. Tyson up over in the middle. It's Tyler. Tyler goes to the left-hand side, looking for options inside the box, lays it off over to Henry. Henry just on the outside of the box and is called offsides. Ball back into play quickly by the Mustangs. They're not wanting to waste any precious seconds in the second half as they're down 2-0. Gerald challenging for the ball, and that is going to be Henry on the left-hand side, getting into the attacking third. Looking for help, cuts back over to the inside, beats a man. Looking to turn, puts it up over to Harper. Dislodged, Tyler brings the ball down, cuts left, dispossessed. White gets there first. Tate merges with the ball, recycles back over to Parker. Parker resets over to Brock. The entire SLA team is on the attacking half of the pitch. Ball over at Harper to Hassan. Hassan up over to Tyson. Tyson keeps the ball. Gives the ball over to Harper. Harper to Tyson. Tyson puts the ball in the center over to Tyler. One touch over to Harper. Harper in the box. Dispossessed and cleared out by the Mustangs. It'll be Gerald who gets there first. Gerald takes a couple of touches, plays it over to the left-hand side over to Brock. Brock at midfield, dispossessed, recovered by Tate. Tate plays it over to Parker. Parker one touch over to Henry. Henry maintains possession and gives it back over to Tate. Tate to Gerald, back over to Tate. Tate up in the center over to Tyler. Tyler back over to Gerald. Gerald to Brock. Brock on the right-hand side by the circle. Lobs the ball up. It's going to go too far. Kicked up by White. White is going to get that. Is headed out by Hassan. White quickly throws the ball in. Aaron's pass picked up by Hassan. Hassan to Tyler. Tyler past midfield. Tyler now in the attacking third. Maintains possession of the ball at the center. Tyler looking for options. Lays it off on the left-hand side over to Henry, who's not offsides. Henry moves over to the right-hand side. Looking to turn. Shot. And scooped up by Zach. Ball back into the pitch. Pass deflected by Tate. White is going to recover that. Hassan on defense. Alec now on defense, forcing Herriman to retreat and start all the way back from their defensive line. Herriman plays the ball up in the middle, challenged by Gerald. Herriman with the ball, towed away by Parker. Parker takes one on the chin, literally, gives it over to Tyler to Harper inside the box, stolen away at the last minute and cleared out. Mustangs. Tyler on defense. Mustangs still in their defensive third, at the bottom of their middle third, building up from the back now. Challenged. Ball now over on the right-hand side past midfield. They have a runner on the right. They lay it off to him. No flag. Ball crossed over, towed away. There's going to be a shot, and it's skied. SLA avoids. Disaster there, a bit of a defensive confusion, and a substitute. Looks like number 31 is coming on. That's Jose, and Gerald will be coming off. Herriman also making some substitutes right now. Brock puts the ball over to the left-hand side, over to Jose. Jose plays the ball up over to Henry. Henry trying to get it over to Harper. Harper takes a touch, turns to his left-hand side. Harper working on the left, turning to his right, trying to cross it over. It's going to be too little, and Zach scoops that ball up. Harper with the high press, forcing the ball back over to Zach, pressuring the keeper. Ball cleared out over the left-hand side, and Brock is running to get it, and he clears the ball back over, and a whistle by the ref. Unclear what the call is. And it must have been a foul against SLA. Ball put into play. At the top of the circle, Herriman now at midfield. Flicks the ball over to the right-hand side, chested down. Cuts the ball back over, scissors over to the left, maintains possession, plays it back to his right back. Herriman back to the center back just before midfield. Herriman patiently building, happy to inch up 5 or so yards. Tyson moving up to put some pressure on Herriman at the top of the circle, moving up to midfield, slotting the ball over to the right-hand side, challenged immediately by Tyler. Ball played over on the right-hand side. Ball switched up into the center. They have a runner. Ball deflected and cleared off. Looked like it was off of the hands of Bryson. It will be a corner kick for the Herriman Mustangs. The team there, white, was able to patiently build that ball up all the way through and waited till they could attack. It did not work for him that time, but that mentality is dangerous. Corner kick now for the Mustangs. Signal, run up, right-footed kick, medium height, cleared out by Tate. And Harper gets there first. Harper now on a foot race. He's playing on the left-hand side. Elects to slow it down, lays it off over to Henry. Henry cuts to the inside. Henry at midfield, plays it up, trying to get to Tyson, cleared away. Picked up by Alec, over to Tyson. Tyson shimmies over to the right-hand side to the top of the box. And no foul called as the ball rolls out of bounds. Both the ref and the linesman are looking, and the call is blue ball. Hassan throws the ball in over to Tyler. Tyler cuts the ball back over. He's dispossessed. Tyler challenging, wins the ball back, crosses the ball over. It'll be deflected and cleared out by White. Brock gets the ball over. His pass intended for Tate, not there. White now on the counterattack. White at past midfield to the top of the circle, entering their attacking third. Tate on defense. Ball played over to the left-hand side of the top left corner. Hassan hustling back, wins the tackle. Hassan all the way from nowhere to get that ball. Hassan plays the ball over to Alec. Alec lays it off. Back over to Bryson. Bryson lets things slow down. And that ball will be picked up by Henry. Henry cuts to the inside. Over to Harper. Back-footed pass over to Alec to Harper. Harper in the center to Tyson. Cuts over to the right-hand side. Shot in the bottom left-hand corner. Tyson with the goal. The score now 3-0 in favor of SLA. That was amazing play by Harper and Henry to keep it at their feet and switch the field quickly. Credit to Tyson for his turn and composure to keep that one on the far left corner of the goal. And it will now be a Herriman kickoff here momentarily. There's going to be some substitutes. Henry coming off. And Alec coming off, being replaced by number 10, Ryder.
Good job, Alec!
also taking this opportunity to make a couple of substitutes. They have the kickoff. They play it, keeping it inside the box, dispossessed by Ryder. Ryder immediately challenging Herriman. Now trying to clear the ball over on the left-hand side, and it's kicked out of bounds. It'll be SLA throw-in. Hassan plays the ball over to Tyler. Tyler tried to get it to Tyson, and it will be headed out of bounds. Another SLA throw-in. This one right in front of the Mustang bench. Hassan looking for options, people to check in. He throws it in the middle over to Harper. Harper to Tyler. Tyler to Tate. Tate with the ball in midfield, left-footed kick over to his pass intended, intercepted. They have a runner on the left. Brock hustling to get there. Brock does. Gets the ball over to Hassan. Hassan to Tate. Tate clears that ball out. He was immediately challenged. Ball thrown into Tyson. Tyson to Tyler. Tyler to Tate. Tate with a step, left-footed pass over to Tyson. Tyson now in the attacking third, looking for options, stacked on the right-hand side over to Harper. Harper dispossessed, and it will be White emerging with the ball, slowing it down. Pass on the left-hand side, immediately challenged by Hassan. It'll be White throw-in. Ball thrown down the line, connecting. Brock on defense. Ball about 15 or so yards down. Brock gets a toe on it. Ball still in bounds. White trying to cut the corner. They play it up. They get it to the line. Hassan on defense switched over. And it will be Parker who gets there first. Parker to 8. 8 stutter steps and beats his man. And that ball is going to be out of bounds. That was Juan with a nice tiki-taka move there. And the ref changing the call, saying it is a White throw-in, although it was definitely not. That's okay, though. White resets the ball back. And Zach launches that ball to the left-hand side. Hassan winning the challenge. Hassan looking to play it in the center to 10. 10 over to Tyler, to Ryder, to Tate. Tate plays it over to the left-hand side over to Parker. Parker brings the ball up past midfield. Parker now on the attacking channel. Parker over on the left over to Ryder. Ryder swings it over to, intended for Harper. Just a little bit too fast. It was deflected, and it is going to be an SLA corner kick. SLA electing to keep 4 players back for the corner kick. Jose moving up into the box. Tyson takes several steps back, gives the signal, runs to the ball. That's high. It's going to go to the far post. Cleared out by White. It'll be brought down by Ryder. Ryder swings. No. He gives the ball over to Tyson. Tyson, heavy touch there. That ball is going to be kept in bounds by Hassan. Hassan plays it up in the middle over to Ryder. Ryder back over to Brock. Brock swings it over to Jose. Jose cuts back and gets it over to Juan. Juan kept in bounds, a bit of a Travella pass, and Harper gets it over in the corner about 6 or 7 yards out. Looking across it, he puts it up in the middle, intended for 8. Up at the top of the box, deflected around. And White now on the counter press. Let's see. They swing it over the right-hand side. Played it into the center. Tate with a tackle. Tate bringing the ball up on the left-hand side, definitely in the attacking third, about 17 yards out, crosses it, pass deflected. It'll be White who gets there first. Swing and a miss for White, and Tate is able to tow that ball, and it's going to be White throw-in a few yards out by the corner flag.
Come on, Blue.
White looking for options, throws the ball back. Harper challenges the ball, kicked out of bounds, and it will be Griffin throw-in just after midfield. And number 6 coming on, number 27 coming on, and number 23 coming on. Brock is coming off, Hassan is coming off, and Harper is coming off. Ref telling Parker where to throw the ball in. Parker looking for different options. Throws the ball back over to 27, over to Ryder. Ryder cuts back on the inside, plays it over to Tyson. Tyson lets the ball roll inside the box, and it'll be cleared out by White. Branson trying to get there, and White plays that ball. It'll be out of bounds. Blue throw-in. Branson to Tate. Tate shielding the ball, tackled away, and a foul against Tate, I believe. Even the Herriman players are confused at what the call was. Ball kicked over to the right-hand side, picked up by SLA first. That's Parker. Hustles, nutmegs him right through the legs over to Ryder. Ryder on the ground, pass deflected. White still with the ball. Ryder hungry for more. Right on the right-hand side, Ryder challenging from behind and kicks it out of bounds. It'll be White throwing. And a couple of subs for Herriman. White throws the ball in, stolen away by Tyler. Tyler toes it over to Ryder. One touch pass back to Tyler. Tyler crossing midfield, looking for a slotted play. It's going to be too heavy. And Zach scoops that one out, yeets it over to the left-hand side. Herriman now on the counterattack on the left. Tyson charging in from behind. Ryder putting some pressure on Tyler, putting pressure on. Herriman resets, plays the ball over to the right-hand side. And a errant touch. Parker lets that ball roll out of bounds. Parker goes down, and that one right on his knees. That'll be a rug burn for him. Parker throws the ball back, and that ball is kicked up on the left-hand side. And it is Juan who's playing striker. Zach for Herriman in the box, switches the field over to the right-hand side. Juan challenging Salt Lake Academy, using a high press, keeping the ball in their attacking third. And Herriman again patiently trying to build up from the back. They boot that ball way past midfield. They have a runner. And a push from behind called against the Griffins. That ball is, that foul is against Jose. This is directly in front of the goal, maybe a few feet over to the right. This ball is about 30 yards out. Brock being subbed on for Raf. And let's see, Juan is going back on as well. A 4-man wall for SLA. Nope, 3-man. It'll be Parker, Raf, and Tate as the wall. Bryson giving instructions to the wall, who's only a few feet in front of the 18-yard line. Signal. Run up, kick, blocked by the back of Tate, cleared out by Raf. White is going to maintain possession. Cooper challenging. Ball chipped up over the back head and kept out of inbounds. Cleared out by Bryson, saving the corner kick. Nope. And a substitution for White. Looks like the call was corner kick, so this will be another opportunity for Herriman to run 2 set pieces in a row. Herriman runs up to the ball, right-footed kick, dangerously cleared out by Branson. It'll be Tyler who brings that down, and that ball is going to be recovered by White. Cooper challenging. SLA recovers. Parker slots the ball over to the far right-hand side, intended for Tyson. Tyson is able to get there. Tyson dispossessed. White trying to take the turn. And that is Juan who wins that challenge. Juan bodied away, and a foul called against Herriman. This one is an opportunity for SLA. And the ball is quickly put into play over the left-hand side. Brought down by Juan. Nope, that is not a play. So it looks like Tate will be taking this kick. Tate plays it quickly over to Ryder, back over to Tate. Tate cuts up to the inside, crosses the ball at the top, headed away by White, intended for Tyson or Parker. Ball dispossessed. 8 gets the ball. Nutmegs him inside the box. Still and fouled. Foul against SLA in the box results in a free kick for the Mustangs. Play the ball up quickly. Challenged, recovered by Cooper. Over to Juan. Juan to Tyler. Tyler resets things back over to Ryder. Ryder plays it back to Raf. Raf feigns a pass, moves the ball up to the center, tried to get to Cooper, and White will recover that ball. Sliding tackle there. Parker almost got it. White on the left-hand side, crossing midfield. Branson challenging. White still with the ball. And that pass is gonna roll out of bounds after a fake kick by Tyson. And a couple of more subs for Herriman. Ball back in play. Raf to Bryson. Bryson. Nope. False start. There we go. Raf to Bryson. Bryson to Raf. Raf inside his box, plays it up the middle. And Ryder emerges with the ball and tackled at midfield. It'll be Griffin free kick directly at midfield. May as well place that ball right on the circle there. Tate plays the ball quickly over to Parker. Parker on the left-hand side cuts over to his right. Shimmies over to his left again. Heavy ball looking to cross it in. He's inside the box and cleared out by White. And Tate recovers that ball. Tate plays the ball over to the left-hand side over to Juan. Juan feigns a juke, now going over to the left-hand side, trying to cut the corner. He's inside the box. Sliding, ball still in. And White recovers. White tries to clear that ball out, recovered by Ryder. Ryder shielding the ball, gives it back over to Brock on the right-hand side. Brock at midfield lays it up over to Tyler. Tyler back over to Tyson. Whoop. And a missed touch there. Tyson hustling to make up for it. Tyson making the turn at midfield. Lays it up over to Tyler. Tyler back over to Tyson again. Tyson directly over, gives it over to Cooper. Cooper shot just over the hands. Ball still through. And that is Branson with the goal. Nice follow through. That ball was bobbled in the box. Now the score for SLA is 4-0.
Cool. SLA.
Herriman with the kickoff. Swings it over to the left-hand side. Challenged by Tyson, forcing Herriman to reset. Herriman pass it deflected by Cooper, recovered by Tyson. Tyson gets there first. Tyson now on the attack, cuts over to his right-hand side, still there. Tyler calling for the ball. Ball dislodged, recovered by White.
Keep it simple.
White challenged with the ball. White on the left-hand side. Ryder swinging, missed. White still with the ball. All the way to the penalty box. Ryder gets it. And that ball will be kicked out of bounds. It'll be White throw-in. White swings the ball over to the right-hand side. Cutting up the center. Pass deflected, recovered by Juan to Parker. Parker not on the same page. And White will recover that ball. Ryder challenging, trying to slow things down. White passing the ball back and forth. Tate with a tackle, no. White maintains possession. White resets back to their center back. Ball passed back and forth amongst the defensive line. Here's the through ball for White. Bobbled away, reset back from Raf over to Branson. Branson chips the ball over to the far left-hand side. He's got 8, shoots, and deflected. It will be, no, stayed inbounds by Zach. Zach kicks the ball to the far right-hand side. And Parker trying to win the header. White's going to emerge with the ball. Juan challenging. White resets. Long ball from White, well past the defense for SLA. It'll be picked up by Bryson. Bryson over to the right-hand side, crossing midfield, looking for different options. Left-footed through ball over to Cooper. Cooper right-footed over to Juan. Juan cuts over to the right-hand side. He's dispossessed, and the call is White throw-in. And a massive substitution change for SLA. 5, 22, 13, 25, all coming on. Cooper, Tyson, Branson, Brock coming off. And here we go. It'll be Ryder throwing the ball in. Ryder throws the ball up high, headed away, brought down in the box, challenged. It'll be 11, shoots. And that ball is gonna go just outside of the box. RJ recovers, beats the tackle, crosses on the inside, deflected. White will recover that ball and is cleared out. White resets back to their center back inside the box. They lay it off over to the right-hand side. Play it back over to Zach. Zach over to the left. Ball now brought up past the 18-yard line, approaching the middle third. All by himself. He's got a through ball, but it's going to be too heavy. And that ball is going to roll all the way out of bounds. It'll be goal kick for SLA. Ball back in play by SLA. Over to Raf. Raf's pass deflected, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be blue throw in by the corner flag. That ball is towed out of bounds again by White. It'll be another blue throw in. You can see on the scoreboard here, it's just over 2 minutes left in this game. SLA leading 4-0. That's RJ with the challenge, using his body, cuts over to the other side, and unable to get there. It'll be White throw in. White throwing the ball deep into the box, and Bryson will be there to pick that one up. Bryson yeets the ball over to the right-hand side. And a hand, nope, the call was out of bounds first. It looked like it hit the Mustang, the hand of the Mustang player, but out of bounds first. Ball thrown down the line. Tate gets his foot there first. Branson in trouble, and that ball is called a corner kick for the Mustangs. Mustang run up to the ball, right-footed kick, short, deflected, and picked up by Bryson. Bryson yeets that one deep, intended for RJ with a beautiful touch. RJ plays it over to the left-hand side, and it's going to roll out of bounds. It'll be White throw-in. White challenged by number 11 for SLA. Raf boosts that ball up high and then heads his own kick. Ball recovered by Tate. Tate cycles back, touches it back, and that is the game. Your SLA Griffins winning with a final score of 4-0.